Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Vertigo, and today we are back with some more Rigs of Rods. 2 videos in a row. I know, Mr. Consistent Uploader here. I'm joking. Anyway, the reason why I'm doing 2 videos in a row in Rigs of Rods of all games, I kind of planned this to be maybe like a 1-2 episode series that I was going to do on the channel, but a creator in Rigs of Rods commented on my video from yesterday, asking if I could check out his mod, which I will today. So, to my knowledge, this is the first ever working convertible in Rigs of Rods. I'm not gonna act like I know crap about, Rigs of Rods mods, because by no means am I like an old creator, or my old to the game. Like I'm not a Rigs of Rods veteran or anything like that. I mean, I'd like to say that I was, because I've been watching the videos since like 2009, 2010 maybe, when I was like 4 or 5. So yes, we're going to be playing with that mod today, and thank you for reaching out to me, because this mod is actually very cool, and we're going to be testing it today. We're going to be crash testing it, seeing how fast it can go, stuff like that. And I know that it was built on the structure, kind of, in the J-beam of the MZ2, so we'll do like a test comparison to which one's safer. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We got our Rigs of Rods loaded up here. Let's go to NLab's testing facility, like we did the last episode. So, the car that we are going to be playing with today is the Tasman Sinao. I'm probably butchering that name. I apologize if I am. IAR Mark II. So, it says Tasman Sinao IAR Mark II, our first true convertible. So, F1, F2 is the left door, so I'm guessing open and close. F3, F4 is right door, open and close. F5 is roof up. F6 is roof down. So there's also a bug here that it says here. There's a slight bug with a convertible system that sometimes makes the latch open when you drive. Press F5 to debug this issue. So when you spawn in the vehicle, you have to press F5 and then F5 again to actually open the thing, and the F6 is, I believe, is to put the roof down. So you can see here it's built on the MZ2 chassis. I'm guessing it was just built on the chassis and nothing else, because the car does have like a damage model, and like if it didn't, I wouldn't be testing it out. So then we got the unknown author for the rims, Sievert's 370Z for the engine sound. So we got a 370Z, Nissan 370Z for the engine sound, and Holgzak 6 for everything else. So it's version 1. It's still in early development from what I gather. It's apparently 4x4, 0.5 tons. Okay. So it's pretty light then. So down here you can choose, I'm not sure if you can see it because of the way I have my recording set up, but you can choose between black rims and silver rims. I think I'll just keep it for black rims right now, and then you press OK, and you got a bunch of colors here to choose from, which I really appreciate. Most cars in the game, especially the older cars like the Gapester pack, don't actually have selectable colors, so that's great to see. I'm pretty sure default skin is white, because it doesn't seem to be in the color list here, so I'm just guessing. You got baby blue, Barbie pink, black blue, British racing green, dark blue, dark gray, dark red, gold, regular green, orange, purple, red, silver, and yellow. And by the way, happy Easter to you guys. I forgot to mention that at the very beginning of the video. I'm posting on Easter, so this video probably won't get as many views, but it is what it is. I just wanted to do this because I figured it would be fun. So, let's go baby blue. Let's see what baby blue looks like on this car with the wheels here. So, let's start off by pressing F5 here, so then we don't get that bug while driving over. I'm not going to put down the convertible just yet, but check this thing out. It's got a fully custom body. It's got fully custom wheels. It looks pretty phenomenal, actually. It looks like an automation mod from BeamNG or something like that. So yeah, the car looks great. To be honest, it looks pretty good with the silver wheels as well. I feel like the silver wheels would go better with this baby blue color. But now let's put down the roof, shall we? I'm not sure if it's F6 or F5 that is the thing. I think it's F6. Yes, it is. So there you can see the roof folds in, puts it back down, and now you have your first ever convertible supercar, or just convertible in Rigs of Rods. So this car is very loud, as you can tell, but it sounds pretty good. But there's like some weird like static sound in the background next to the turbo shifting down sound. Also, the spoiler pops up when you go fast enough, so that's pretty sick. And it's very controllable up into a point, because if you start turning, then you start losing control, and then the car goes upside down, and yada yada yada, the car ends up flipping over. And if you're wondering why I'm not doing a stream today, I don't want to bother people while they're in the middle of Easter. I might even post this video tomorrow after I'm making this, because I don't want to disturb people while they're having their Easter fun times. But as you can see, there is a damage model, and it damages a lot like an automation mod from BeamNG. But there is there is like a damage model. That's why I'm doing like the crash testing or whatever. So yeah, the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna see how much air gets underneath the car while you jump. This might seem like a weird test to do, but I think it'll be fun. Here, let me move my mouse cursor out of the way so you guys aren't staring at it. Okay, let's aim for the hoop. Let's see how much air we get from this. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. It was kind of weird what we did there, but it worked and we landed it. Car still drives. It's crab walking now, so that's interesting. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had a mod creator like comment on my video. Maybe on my other channel, Lionel Cup series, which I just do stop motion NASCAR on now. Just because there was one video that I did, I think the first ever video that I put down on my channel after I redid my whole channel. I think it was, I believe it was Spencer Johnson that commented on my video and said thanks for reviewing my mod. If you don't know, Spencer Johnson does like some really cool mods actually. So what we'll do here is we'll switch between these two. We'll do this for both of them. Switch back over to this one. I don't know why, but it's like doing a little dance over here. Let's put the convertible down, the roof down. I still can't get over how like nice this thing looks. I'll also link this person's channel down in the description below if you want to go check out his or her videos. His or her videos. But you can see this car turns very well. It's just that when you're going in like a straight line and you try to correct yourself, it's kind of hard to save the car sometimes. Like, if you turn left per se down a straightaway like this, the car starts leaning to the left because that's the way that you put it. But then if you try and just barely correct it to the right, the car ends up going like side to side, swerving. So you really have to be careful with your steering inputs here, or else you're going firewall deep. So, oh my gosh, nice drift. Let's try and do a suspension test. Not on that one, Because if we do it on that one, we already know what's going to happen. This thing is going to die immediately. So let's go back to this car. I don't think we need this baby blue one anymore. We can get rid of this thing. Let's put the convertible down again. And the convertible actually works very, very smoothly. I like it a lot. I wonder if we can check the J-beam here. Is it P? It's not P. I don't know what P does. I'm sorry. I'm still a newbie to this game. Is it O? No. Is it E? No. I know it's one of these buttons, but I'm not sure which it is. There it is. K. I think this is the J-beam structure. So you can still see there's like some of the J-beam still goes over that. I don't know what these weird points are. I could be wrong about this, that it's a J-beam, but yeah. You can see that these are like all the nodes, the different nodes that you can grab here, which is very cool. I like this a lot, that you can like see that. But yeah, it has a fully structured J-beam. Like I said, most of this car is pretty original except for the chassis and the, oh my gosh, what did I do to the car? Except for the chassis and the, engine sound, which is apparently from a 370Z. I'm not sure what game it's from because I don't recall seeing a 370Z in, Rigs of Rods, but I could be wrong about that. Alright. So I found out that backspace is like a form of resetting your car, but it doesn't reset in the same place. It's like hitting the teleport button, kind of. Because I don't think if you press I right here, it's gonna reset back to the home position, not the place where you backspace it, which is kind of interesting. So let's see how it goes over speed bumps. Yep, it fares like any hypercar would, except for the fact that the whole front end bends down when you hit something, which is kind of funny. And now we have no front end clearance, so that's helpful. Yeah, so we made it over 1. Yeah, see what I mean? The car resets back to the home position if you press I. I could be missing something here, but yeah, I don't know. So let's reload our vehicle over here. We can get like a new color for it. Let's do that, actually. We'll back up to this place right here. Stop it right here. We'll go get new vehicle. We'll keep it black rims this time. Let's go black on black. How about? Then we'll go over to this car, and we don't need this car anymore. And then we can enter this car. Alright, move my cursor out of the way so then we can see what's happening. Alright. We're going to go over these very slowly, because I feel like I just went over them a little bit too fast last time. See, you can make it over. Oh, shoot, I forgot. See, this is what he means by the bug where the thing flips up if you go over a bump too hard. So, there's no way this thing's making it over these. Yeah, I was going to say, these are a little bit too tall for this car. But yeah, you can see the how the bug happens there. But then you can just close it by pressing F5. And now we can put the convertible down. Not wreck up this car. Let's head over to the... Oh, my goodness, I forgot what gear I was in. After just putting it into reverse, I am so smart. I'm still not used to shifting into reverse, man. I've had it too easy with BeamNG. All you have to do is, like, press the brake button, and then it'll just start reversing. But in Rigs of Rods, you just have to, like, shift up and down with the D-pad. Okay, I'm fine. Let's turn this thing around. Let's do some crash testing, shall we? We'll use this flat wall quite a bit, I think. We'll do it with different speeds to see how damaged it gets. We should probably do this just so that the roof doesn't pop up when we're trying to crash it. Oh my goodness. I saved it. Barely. Alright. Let's try 60. We'll do 60 60 Ks. Can't speak. By the way, I found out what the slow-mo button is. I think it's this. Yeah. Alright, here we go. So that's 60 Ks. It does pretty well at 60. Okay, even though even though I pressed F5, it still ended up popping up, but it was probably because of the impact. It did okay, thank you, Wall, for doing that. It did very, very well, actually. Not too much damage on the front. I mean, then again, I was going like 20 miles, so it wouldn't do that much damage in real life. But still, it did quite well for first crash test. So let's reset this thing. Recenter the camera here. Let's go 100. How about that's about 100, right? We'll go that. Here we go, 100. Smash. Ooh. Well, I mean, I guess you could call it the cockpit. The cockpit held up very, very well. How about we open this? Oh, yeah, it went the wrong way, but, I mean, the roof got out of the way, so that's a plus. I mean, it's, like, in the seats right now, so we might want to open this, actually. Is that what that is in the seats? Yeah, it is. It's just the roof. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is there's a lot of damage in the crumple zone. A very big amount of damage in the crumple zone at just 100 Ks, which is what, 40? No, I'm sorry, I'm not American. I don't know what the conversion from kilometers to miles is. So I'm sorry if I'm getting like the conversion mixed up here, but it at 100 Ks there's that much damage. There's like no front end anymore. I mean, this is what you get when you do soft body. I'm not assuming that it's supposed to be like super realistic or whatever. But let's try 150. I do not want to spin out here. Okay, so that's 156-ish. Oh my god, we're gonna catch it right at the end here. Here we go. Oh, there goes the whole front end this time. So we have successfully lost the whole front end of the car. It's just gone. There's nothing here anymore. So yeah, that's definitely a downside. I'm not sure if the MZ2 would do the same thing. I mean, we're like comparing two completely different cars at this point. I don't know why I said that at the beginning, but we're still gonna do it. So we'll try we'll actually try the MZ2 at 150 Ks just to see how fast it would, or how badly damaged it would be. So let's get the MZ2R just so that we have that little bit of extra speed here. You can see how much bigger the MZ2R is next to the Tasman here, because once again, they're two completely different cars. I'm not trying to compare them or anything, but just seeing like another car with similar speed crashing into the wall would be interesting to see how much damage it does, you know? Okay, that's 120. So we should be able to see how damaged it get. Oh, yeah. No, this one is gonna... If it was 150, it definitely would have had the same result, because... Let's try, like, 130 with the other car, because if that's how much damage this car gets at a slower speed, then we have to see if this car is safer, because it seemed like it would have been safer. I don't know. Here, move this out of the way. Center the camera. Do this, so then the thing doesn't pop up, but it probably will still. Oh my god, what? So we hit... Okay, hold on. I pressed the wrong pause button. Wow. Okay, well... somehow this did more damage than going... Well, it was 100 Ks before, but like... Holy cow. That thing got absolutely destroyed. Yeah, that's big. That's big for sure. A lot of damage to the top of the car. It, like, crumpled in big time here. Front end completely gone once again. The door, like, went out like a Lamborghini or something like that. So, yeah, that was bad. I wonder if we can, like, open the door here. Yeah, we can, okay. So it's F2 and F4 open. F3 and F1 are closed. Let's do that. We can switch back to the other car now, reset this. So, this car obviously takes less damage from hitting the barrier at 120. Let's do it at just 100, a steady 100, you know? Okay. So this is this one compared to the other one. Yeah, the front end on these like faster cars just really disappears when you hit it that hard. So yeah, that's I'd say it's like the same amount of safety here. We can just leave this car here actually. Now we can go on to the next thing that we test. I'm gonna skip quite a few of these little barrier things over here. We'll do like the wedge one. Like this one over here. Let's do a 100. Let's see how damaged it is. Yeah, it's about the same every time pretty much. Even if you're doing the wedge here, it's the same amount of damage pretty much. I also want to do like the smusher one over here. We'll do it as fast as we can here. Bang. Oof. And since it's a convertible, you know, the roof bends, but that held up really well, actually. I was expecting the front end to get, like, crushed down a little bit more, but actually it held up extremely well for... I don't know if I should say how fast I was going, but, like, pretty much how fast I was going. Let's put the convertible down here. Spin this car around. So now I was having difficulty with making this jump before. I wonder if this car can make it. I made it in the Chevy S10 while I was driving yesterday. Oh yeah, easy. Well, it catches air underneath the rear of the car, but no damage pretty much on the rear end after that. Oh no, there's quite a bit of damage actually. It just shortened up the rear end a little bit. And you can see the damage on the front end there. We kind of landed in a wedged position. And I mean the car, this car can take a pretty harsh beating and can still drive pretty consistently. Like, I bet you if I flip this over a few more times like this, and it lands on its wheels, look at that. That's another thing that I have to mention about this car. I'm pretty sure every single flip that I've had has ended up on its wheels, so that's pretty cool. Maybe not every single one. Maybe the one at the very beginning of this video didn't land on its wheels, but this car is very consistent with landing on its wheels, and even after flipping a few times, you know, the car is completely fine. You can still drive it. I mean, sure, it's pulling to the left a bit. Well, once you lose a wheel and the door comes flying off, I mean, you can still drive it, but, you know, it's going to pull to the right. That's pretty much a given at this point, considering how hard we hit that thing and we slam driver's side into the slanted wall. So we'll do a few more things with this. We'll do a car-on-car impact here. Let's do this. We'll get another one of these. Let's do Silver rim, silver on silver versus black on black. Let's do that. Do we have silver? Yes, we do. Alrighty. So the first thing we're gonna do is test the driver's side strength after another car hits it. So we'll do this, and we'll switch this car over. Get this cursor out of the way here. Pesky cursor. So I'm wondering if you put the convertible top down, then is there going to be less cockpit strength? Probably not, because the convertible is like already kind of like, I wouldn't say clipping off, but it's kind of like off a little bit here. So it's like kind of down a bit. Yeah, I don't know if you know what I mean. But alright, here we go. I'm not sure how much speed that was. Oh, there goes the, oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on here. There we go, that's what I meant to do. So, it seems like in frontal impacts, the roof always goes down. I'm not sure if that's like, I think that just happens every time, because that's what happens when you have like a piece like this that's kind of just detached from one side. But you can see the front end did very, very well. I think that we hit him at least 100 Ks, probably, maybe even more. But you know, the front end did great against another car. So that's good to know. The driver's side held up quite well, I have to say. We'll put the thing back down here. So you can see in a side impact right here, the roof, I mean, it leans towards it because it got hit in the driver's side, and like everything's crumpled in on this side. But it's barely down. Like, you can barely tell it's down. So roof held up. I mean, sure, the door is like in the driver's seat, but I'd say that the door held up pretty well for a like semi high speed impact. No cockpit damage whatsoever, except for like right here, obviously, because that's where we pierced the driver's compartment. But yeah, other than that, that's not the right button. I was trying to switch cars with tab, but it's map in this game. But yeah, other than that, it did quite well. So that's definitely some brownie points there for the car. We'll close this up here. And I'm actually going to switch to the other car and do that as well. Let's do... just so that the roof doesn't come undone again and I don't have to close it with F5. Alright. I mean, it might come open anyway, but, you know, this way there's less chance. Okay, so frontal impact at almost 200 Ks. We'll slow it down here. It's going to be kind of an overlap here, because you can see I'm kind of slanted here. But it should be pretty dead on. Ooh. And they mesh with each other. And that was one thing that I was kind of worried about with this car, is that it would mesh together. Like, with the side impact, it didn't really do that, but I'm not sure if it's a thing with physics, but usually these cars like to mesh together, so there we go. Let's get these two out of each other. Once again, from 200 Ks, the front end, I mean, it's crumpled in for sure, but it actually looks really good, which is good to see. You know, the safety's fine. At 200 Ks, the cockpit is completely intact. I mean, sure, the roof's bending down as it does like every frontal impact. Here, though, this stationary car got major cockpit damage here and frontal damage. Excuse me. Okay, but you can see there's some cockpit damage. The roof is completely bent in on itself here, and the door is like ripped off. So we hit it pretty significantly here. This maybe the door is damaged from me flinging the car around to get it unstuck, but I don't think it is. So the last thing that we're going to try with these cars is a rear end impact. Because that's the one thing that we haven't done yet, I think. So let me... Oh, we got to do this first. Don't forget about this. Then we got to go over here. F5 again. Alright. Let's get the cursor off the screen. Still forgot to turn off the cursor in the game. I'll do that as soon as I finish recording this video. So, oh my gosh, I forgot that was ice. Maybe we shouldn't start on ice here. Might not get us as much speed, but we'll try. Alright, here we go. Once again, this is probably going to be an overlap accident. We'll go from this side so then we can see the crash a bit better. Oh, that's not the thing. Oh, wow. That did really well. Well, I don't think I was going as fast, obviously, because of, I had to start kind of near the thing over there, but, I mean, that did really well. The front right, corner of the car deformed as it should, so no complaints there. Maybe a little bit of cockpit damage. You can kind of see like the bending in the roof here. The door is also open, which is always a sign of damage to the cockpit. You can see it's like, if I go like this, it's bent in like a boomerang shape there, I guess you could say. But other than that, I mean, it was a frontal impact for the car, and the roof is jiggling like hell. It's throwing it back right now, but I mean, it's not going down any. So that I guess it's kind of like how fast you're going. Frontal impacts matters. Okay, that made no sense. It matters how fast you're going with frontal impacts, is what I was trying to say. Depending on whether the roof goes down or not. Let's see the rear end of this car, because I thought it definitely got a little bit more damage here. Let's try and can we grab the door here is my question. No? Okay, we can, yeah. So you can see there's not as much bending in the door here, but it's still there. And there's definitely a lot more damage here. You can see the roof is starting to stoop down here a little bit. Major left rear damage, because we kind of just went right underneath the car. Didn't really hit it directly. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this before, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, the steering wheel works here. Just a random detail that I wanted to mention, just because I felt like it. But you can see the car still drives perfectly fine. I mean, sure, it's going to pull to the left a bit, but you can see even the right rear corner has some suspension damage here. But overall, it held up pretty well. There's a little bit of cockpit damage right here. You can see the whatever this is. I'm sorry. I don't know what this is called. Underneath the... I guess you could say this is the where the convertible pops up. This is underneath the roof now. So if I like press F6, yeah, you can see it like clipped through the roof. But apparently it wasn't damaged enough to go in like this. So that's definitely a plus for this car. But yeah, I think that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and go check out the creator of this mod, and make sure to download this mod for yourself if you do have Rigs of Rods. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.